From the West Coast, we're coming to you live from the NFL's newest and the world's most expensive stadium. State-of-the-art SoFi here in Inglewood, California. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And off we go from SoFi. This will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Play action here with Rodgers. It's caught. That's Calvin Austin. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. 1st down. Here's Rodgers. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. Man in motion out of the slot. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Into a crowd and intercepted. Derwin James picks it. So what happened there, partner? Looked like he'd found an early rhythm on that opening series until that last throw.
Yeah, fine line between confidence, which he certainly had, and rhythm, and then also just unwise decision-making forcing that pick.
That's caught. Keenan Allen. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. Offense in the hurry up here. Opening carry of the game for Kimani Vidal. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Play action now for Herbert. Connects with his back, Kimani Vidal. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Out of the shotgun, give to Vidal. Like the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line. Herbert, quick out line, complete. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
On the handoff, Patterson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Herbert now. Setting up the running back screen. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. Running with Vidal out of the gun. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal. Chargers ball as we get back for the second, and they are thinking points. Here's a design run. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Offense up to the line fast. Line up the design keeper. And he's in for the touchdown. The Chargers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Justin Herbert with the touchdown. All right, so we're already into the second quarter, Brock, but that was just their opening drive of this football game. Fortunately, they did get a touchdown out of it.
Yep, and if opportunities with the ball are going to be as infrequent as they've been to start this game, you got to make each and one of those chances count. In that area, they are perfect 1-for-1.
And that's brought in for 2, Brock. That's going to put them up 8-0.
That's about trust. Trusting your QB is going to make the right decision on these crucial scoring plays. He found his read, and he made the connection for 2.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Calvin Austin on the return. And it ends there, but a very short field awaiting them. He's out on the opposing side of the field.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on the short field. And you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Now a shotgun handoff to Gainwell. And that second down run is only going to manage a yard. Offense to the line fast. Now Rodgers on his 3rd and short. Completed to his running back. And he's taken down at the 30. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
They'll run it for the first time with Jalen Warren. He's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. Man, the Steelers have a first down. Warren once more. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby. But you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. They'll go again with Warren. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
It's Warren on 3rd down. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down. Timeout call by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4. They'll go for it. Rodgers. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. We'll return this one up across the 35 before he goes out.
This is such the back-and-forth nature of this game that we all love. Defense is just infused with confidence. Back-to-back possessions, taking it away, and offensively, boy, you just feel like you're killing your team right now. Got to protect the football.
This is caught downfield by Allen. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. LA uses a timeout here. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Cut near the goal line. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Design quarterback run here. And the defense holds him at the 2, Brock. He can't get beyond the line. Still a couple yards short of that end zone. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Now Boswell on to send this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't make the connection, was looking for Ladd McConkey. And it sets up 2nd down. So first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He had been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it, right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball, and they still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
Herbert from the gun. This is going to be incomplete again. Defender knocks this one away, and it brings up 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. 3rd and long for him here. Short pass brought in. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Now, not a traditional spot we see teams going for it, but they only need a few inches. Herbert lost the football, and the fumble recovery is made. And goes to the hurry up here. Throwing on 1st is Herbert. It's into the hands of Will Dissly. And this is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. They get 23 on that one. And that's going to give the Chargers a 1st down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here's a design run. It's on the turf, the ball's out, he lost it. And it looks like, yes, they say Steeler football.
Those defenders see the QB keep the ball, Kate. They're hoping they can get a hit on him before he gives himself up. He got there in time, took full advantage, even hitting him hard enough to jar that ball loose.
Rodgers off the play action. Complete right side to Washington. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down. Quite the start to that drive, huh, partner? First play sets him up at the 38. 1st down throw here by Rodgers. Finds a man right side. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
On first down, Warren. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And they're going to be set up with a first and goal here from the 7.
Anytime you get that chunk of yards, gosh, you can just feel it in the stadium. It just changes the whole complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end this series with points.
Offense in position now. It's first and goal. Warren running between the tackles. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Listen, everybody in the huddle and on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot and can't wait to see what they do here on second and goal.
Warren will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you kind of set yourself up. Actually, you set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Big play for this offense. It's third and goal. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. And it's incomplete on third and goal. Now they'll get some time to mold this decision. They'll have fourth and goal after the break. It's Steelers football. A nice help for them as they trail entering the quarter. This could be the snap that decides this game. It's fourth and goal. Desperation time here. And it is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers down by only 2 in the 4th. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on fourth and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
All or nothing, they'll run it. He's almost there, but no, they stopped him at the last moment. He's going to be just inches shy of that 2-point conversion. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. To the line on first and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. Here's Vidal on the give. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
They stay on the ground with Vidal. Breaks through and breaks away. He goes the distance. Touchdown, LA! The Chargers push this to an 8-point game. He broke the tackle he needed to, Brock. And how about that effort then to keep it going and eventually reach that end zone?
Yeah, that's awesome on the offensive side. Defensively, not every missed tackle is the same. It may be on a stat sheet, but sometimes that help to finish a play isn't arriving quick enough, and you're the only one. The last line of defense. And in that moment, you got to scratch, you got to claw, you got to tear to make the stop. Because a broken tackle, it can mean a touchdown.
On the return, here comes Austin. Showing a little burst so far. And the work already half done thanks to that run back. They're taking over at midfield.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field. And you've got to believe All this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
Gets it downfield on target to Metcalf. Working quickly here. Warren here from the gun. Solid run in here. That's 9 yards as he brings up second down. Working quickly here. Rodgers from the gun. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Moving quickly, trying to get set. To the air on first down, Rodgers. And it is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers have cut it to a 3-point game here in the fourth. Pat Freiermuth, the touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Up the middle, Vidal. It looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive. So rather than let the 2-minute warning hit, the defense burns the first of its timeouts.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. Rolling into enemy territory. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They've got first down here from the 36. The give to Patterson out of the shotgun. Escapes the defender. And he's going to be down within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
He made him 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Once again, Patterson. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you could come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Right back to Patterson now. And he's got the Charger first down. And that should be all she wrote in this one. Hurry up offense now as time runs down. First down, and they go right back to him. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
And he's going to get into the end zone. That extends their lead to 10 points. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And he takes a knee in the end zone for a touchback. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Rodgers going to throw on first. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Put the body on the line for his team. And that's a touchdown. Great catch there. And with almost no time left, well, Brock, they're going to need a miracle, but it is still possible.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Back to throw. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone, but they just can't finish the play. So with hardly any game left, they have time for this kick and maybe a couple plays. And this kick is covered by the Chargers, and that should salt this game away. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to pass it here. Steelers bringing pressure. No place to go. Down he goes. Offense in the hurry up here. And with 4 seconds remaining, they're going to take a timeout. Following the sack, needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And it's incomplete, but hey, who cares? They've got the lead, and we are out of time in this one. So the Chargers come away with a win in this one. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths. Because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and this is Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That's Brandon McManus to get this one underway. Off we go from Cincinnati. And he's brought down right at the 20. Five-yard line. First run of the game here for Chase Brown. And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap. Second down, Burrow. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. Working out of the gun, Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us. Like leading up to this game, they said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag down. It's fourth down, so this is a very big call. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up first and 10. They'll run here with Brown. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They'll come up here first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. To the left side, caught by Chase. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second and 6. Now Brown. Room to run at the 35. And he will go all the way. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
And that is incomplete. Aggressive play here. Score that opening drive. But they don't get the 2, and it remains 6-0. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's first and 10. Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7. From the 42-yard line, here's second and 3. Off the play fake. Here's Love. Catch is made by Romeo Dobbs. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. On play action, Love. Back to the sideline and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ballgame. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back. A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Burrow now. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. Here's Brown. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. On the ground, it's Brown. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A carry here for Brown. And strong running in deep. Inside the 10-yard line, a gain of 9 on the carry. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, but he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up. Here's a run. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all. Burrow here on 2nd down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10. Devontae Wyatt gets in there for the sack, and now it's 3rd and goal. So a little extra time to think about this 3rd and goal as we've hit the end of the 1st. 6-0 is our score. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. A nice drive. This is the 9th play coming up, and they cash it in on 3rd and goal. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. We'll talk things over before 3rd down. They'll run. They'll get this only down to the 6-yard line. So for the moment, the defense with the stop as we get to 4th down. So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals will open up a 9-0 lead. McPherson now, after making the field goal, is set to kick this one off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. From the gun, here comes Jacobs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. From a couple yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Two minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment. It is 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Love. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Bengals have got it. One of those exciting moments in a football game. There is a turnover and a fumble, and all of a sudden the guys who were on defense, they're starting to think like offensive players, Greg. They really wanted to take that back the other way.
And I think for that offense, they're fortunate that didn't lead to a touchdown, because for a minute, I thought the defender was going to take it all the way back. But either way, winds up with a...
And he's in! Chase Brown. Touchdown, Bengals. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started. Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
On first down, it's Love. He'll get this one out to Jacobs.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
He's got it! And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Love. That is intercepted. Picked off by DJ Turner. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions, because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
This one, deep downfield for Chase. And he's going to take this one all the way. 83 yards. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. to throw it on first down. Completes this one. That's Christian Watson. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. Looking downfield, that's Musgrave, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. Love to throw on first and 10. Oh, huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down.
He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Packers have it. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Packers are able to cut into the deficit. 3 seconds, all that remain in this first half, as that one's away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Room to run at the 35. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And he will not attempt to return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line. On first and 10, here's Love. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. Back to the air, it's Love. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. And they'll try to convert it on third down. Throwing is Love. That complete to Jacobs. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. Back to throw is Love. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Clemson.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is. This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
They go play action for Burrow. Headed left, buying time. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run! Joe Burrow. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That is second touchdown tonight. That one is going to hurt the defense. He's looking to throw, can't find anyone, takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for an exciting touchdown run.
And these are the plays, Mike, that just drive defensive coordinators crazy. You have all of his targets covered up, nowhere to go with the ball, And next thing you know, he gets out of the pocket, takes it all the way with his legs. He's just as dangerous with those feet as he is with his arm.
And no return here. This is a touchback. To throw is Love. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll get this to about the 36-yard line. Barrett harder that time. There to make the play. 3rd and 9. To throw is Love. He's got a man. That's Watson. 16-yard pickup on that one. 1st down, Packers. We'll go play action with Love. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track.
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Now 2nd down throw for Burrow. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. 3rd and 2. Here we go. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. Marking right on the 15, and the march continues. That is a 1st down picked up on the ground. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Burrow going to do this himself. And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. Call it Motown, call it the Motor City. To Lions fans, this is home. Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Los Angeles Chargers and the Detroit Lions. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson on hand as Cameron Dicker is set to kick things off. And we are underway in downtown. Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he gets this up close to the 40. Justin Aboigbe in there on the stop. Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Jahmyr Gibbs out of the backfield, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams, and he will score. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Lions. Terrific way to start this one, Greg, on the opening drive. Getting the ball in the air, down the field, and into the end zone for 6.
We wondered all week, Mike, if this secondary would get tested, especially as the game progressed. Well, we didn't have to wait very long. I mean, a big play early, and we got ourselves a 6-0 ball game.
Here's Darius Davis to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. On play action, it's Herbert. He finds the veteran Keenan Allen. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down. First carry here for the former Tar Heel, Omarion Hampton. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Aiden Hutchinson, the former first-rounder, in on the tackle. Now a play fake. Herbert. Oh, not a good throw there. That's across his body. It's intercepted. Picked off by Amik Robertson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. His 2nd catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions move out on top, 14-0. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. Herbert now on first down. Aside, he's got the tight end, Disley. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. On first down, Herbert. Working across the field, he's got Allen. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Herbert now on first down. That's complete to the TCU man, Quentin Johnston. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. A run, this is Hampton. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Hampton, and he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Herbert. That is left side and taken in by Allen. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. They'll run with Hampton. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line. The Lions call their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Now, this looks like a design run. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short. Now, this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force 4th down. It's the Chargers with the football to begin this 2nd quarter as they think about what they want to do here on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Herbert. This caught to the goal line and in. Omarion Hampton. Touchdown Chargers.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he'll manage to work this forward to the 37. Benjamin St. Juste there on the tackle. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Once again, it's Gibbs. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Dante Jackson that time in on the tackle. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. That's right side and brought in by Williams. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down. On 1st down, it's Hampton. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
Now some movement up front. Flags down. Mistake-filled first half continues. Shotgun now for Herbert. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. And he's into the end zone. Ladd McConkey. Touchdown, L.A. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Goff. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. A big half continues. Already 2 touchdowns on the score sheet. And here, this grab gets him a 1st down. Goff. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch from contact.
And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. He can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's in. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions. Goff has his offense ready for this 2-point try. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Davis now to return it. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. Forced out wide. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Lions have got it.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
First and 10 now from the 36. to throw is gone. Throw here down the field will fall incomplete.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Throwing on second down. Goff. Catch is made. That is Williams. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. Throwing here is Goff. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Now Detroit's going to use their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Gibbs. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal. From the gun, it's Goff. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their second. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
They'll go for it. Here's Goff. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Clemson.
I don't hate the decision, Mike. Be aggressive. Come away with a touchdown. But what the quarterback understands in this situation is you just can't hold the ball. You got to get it out of your hand. Give your guy a chance to come down with it. And he puts the ball in harm's way and results in a pick.
Throwing on first down is Herbert. Short throw taken in by Disley. And mark him down up beyond the 30. The Chargers going to use their third and final timeout. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Play action now. It's Herbert. He'll find Hampton out of the backfield. He'll be out of bounds. It's a decent pickup of 5 on first down. They'll come up here on second down and 5. Herbert to throw. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Keenan Allen on that one. Now it's going to be third down. Herbert to the air again. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Now, the ball thrown deep for Johnston. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Herbert now on first down. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
I think think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
We'll get this complete left side to Johnston. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's 3rd and 2. We'll try to run for it with Hampton. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. As this defense is unable to hold, gain of 7 on that 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Herbert. That is left side and taken in by Allen. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A give, and here comes Hampton. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the first down. On play action now, Herbert. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to be taken down. They get 24 on that one. And just like that, it's 1st and goal. They've got it at the 8, 1st down and goal. Shotgun now for Herbert. And he'll take it on in. Quentin Johnston. Touchdown, Los Angeles. So now Herbert and the Chargers will go for 2. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That's going to be caught. They're going to get the 2 points. They're going to take the lead here in the 3rd. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Off to throw on 1st down. Working free downfield. It is Williams. He had 2 touchdowns earlier, looking to see what he can do here in this second half. That grab gets them a 1st down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's Goff. He's caught left side by St. Brown. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. There's that man again. Another catch. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Goff to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Khalil Mack. He's able to force the big loss on the sack. And it sets up 3rd and long. Here's Goff. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's going to be brought down. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So the field goal here gets you the late lead. You got to think you want 6 when you have it 1st down and goal. Trying to fight his way into the end zone, but they will mark him short. Down at the 1. Gibbs is in for a Lions touchdown. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead?
And he will get into the end zone for the 2 and extend the lead to 7 points. So a big change here. They go from down 1, score the touchdown, add the 2. Now they lead by 7 as they kick it off. Return, here comes Davis. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. Now, Herbert. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Here's Herbert. He's got his man. Allen with the connection. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, L.A. Here's Hampton. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down.
Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll come up for 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. On the out, connecting with Allen. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Noise reverberating off the roof. Very loud before 3rd down. Now Herbert. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a 1st down.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on 3rd down. His eyes are downfield. Nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the 1st down, and then to protect himself with the slide. Well done.
And he'll get about 5. Here comes 2nd down. To throw is Herbert. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. He'll run. And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up. The Lions call their first timeout. Clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Here we go. 1st and goal. To throw, it's Herbert. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball's incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week.
And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Oh, my goodness, they were in field goal range, but it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jack Campbell.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. He's dropped for the loss of a yard. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll stop it with 28 seconds to go in the game. A second down throw for Goff. Catch is made. That is Williams. And he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not, but things are pretty much spoken for. Third down, they need 5. From the gun, it's Goff. Right back to Williams. They connect again. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on third down with a pickup of 9. So it's a win here for the Lions. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from downtown Detroit.